Okay. Returning to Bird World. Well, it will be Bird World when I'm done with it. Okay, let's see. Copying. Pasting to Discord. Alright, now people can find the stream. Chat is... Oh, let me fix that a little. Ah, there we go. Well, now. You know, we might have to come up with something. Hey, Buster, how's it going? So at the moment, we're at peace with everyone except for the banished guy. I sure hope he comes back so I can steal his library books. We need to steal more library books in general. I'd love to hit a bunch of layers and nodes, but I just doubt I'm going to get to that. I should probably just pick my next target. Once my troops come together, we're just going to blast out and nail another one. And then another one! Hi, Enterprise! Yeah, I watched that 2 days ago. After you recommended it. Was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days. Anyway, I was done up like a documentary, right? Just making sure I watched the right thing and there's not a different Axanar video, is there? It was done up as a documentary on the war with the Klingons, and it was going badly till they introduced the Ares-class ships and all that, right? Our delay must be pretty bad today. Hey, Goose! Oh man, I got a bunch of stuff to talk about, but I'll wait until more people are here. Anyway, assuming that that is the correct prelude to Axanar, that I watched the right thing. Oh, hello, what do you want? Yeah, whatever. Okay, good, that is the one you meant. Okay, good, excellent. All I could think is, damn, this should be a trilogy of actual movies, not a fan-made documentary. You know, if Paramount were proper custodians of the franchise, that would have absolutely been a trilogy of movies right there. You wouldn't even need any of the original cast or anything. You could just make it just that. And it would have been amazing. Yeah, that's mostly all I could think about was, man, I wish these were actual... I wish this story wasn't being summarized to me. I wish it was an actual thing. No, I think Paramount has proven by now they cannot be trusted. They can't be trusted with anything. Seriously, how do you get a franchise like Star Trek and not make hits with it? Oh, hey, these things. Well, they're pretty decent, but I don't really need cavalry with the way I'm doing things. Okay, let's see. These are for you. And you are heading down this way to go collect more troops. Hi there. I'm not entirely sure that you're the direction I'm going just yet. But you definitely seem a likely candidate. We'll see if somebody else declares war on me first. Meanwhile, our scouts are doing very important work. See, now I could just as easily strike at you. And if I check over here, you know, you're actually very viable. I might eat you. This is the wrong army for that. I'm gonna push this over to where all of our troops are gathering, which I unfortunately don't have bookmarked anymore. Right, I was warned about that. Okay, that's okay though. It should be... here. Yes, this is the area. Okay, go over there. Okay, one for you. Alright, you're gonna head south, pick up some more troops. And these are extras. Okay, and we desperately need to get proper defenses in a lot of these places. It's really bad not having minimum defenses. Okay, that's the next point up there. Okay, you're gonna head to here. Link up with that army. Okay, those are more extras. This one's almost ready to be deployed. Okay, this is fine. Keep building up. Keep building up. What are we casting right now? All right. Yes, that makes sense. All right. Zoop. Pick up one. Go north. Okay. That all seems pretty good. Yep, almost ready to deploy. Very close. Okay, next up. Okay, let's see. Farm, yes. Let's focus on essential structures. Oh, there's an essential structure. Okay. The idea was that it would be an appetizer for a full film, but alas, they didn't consider it a fan film by how good it was. Ah, well. Copyrights being what they are. No, I didn't hear about it. They should consider Paramount generous for giving them even that much. I gotta take all the arms. That would be a huge boon. To the style of play we're doing. The only thing that would be better than that would be Crusade. Yeah. It would have been yeah. Oh well. If it had been Nintendo, they'd have not only shut it down, they'd have also stolen all the fans' clothing while they were at it. Left them in an alleyway with nothing. Paramount was being merciful by faceless corporate standards. Okay, so, let's see. Yeah. Man, Wizardry 7 was interesting last night. It's quite a bit different from 8, actually, quite a bit. And I found myself thinking all day about how I could salvage my party that's apparently been built all wrong. And I had ideas! And I sat down to try to see what I could class change into to see if it could be worked, and it's not very workable. And then I thought, okay, I'll do just a smidge of grinding maybe, because I don't want to try to save scum past that enemy that's blocking me. Oh wow, yes. We need that in all our cities. Anyway, there are no enemies in the dungeon anymore. I walked the forest and only encountered a couple of things. The random encounters are gone. I couldn't even... like, 2 guys that were very close to leveling managed to level. Otherwise, yeah, no, it's just... Holy crap. It's gonna be an interesting game. Yeah. There are characters who can't even qualify for any basic classes right now. It's gonna be rough. Hey Ben, how's it going? You really are hard on poor Deep Space Nine. I see. Yeah, well, I just didn't want to save scum past the rat battle. But if I can't level up, I guess I'll have to save scum past the rat battle tomorrow. What else can I do? Yeah, I need to get to the first city and figure out where the priest or whatever res mechanic is. Because once we can res, the game should be a lot more playable. The biggest problem I've got is that my party has so many of my characters can get one-shotted. I want to class change everyone into a fighter. Almost nobody qualifies to become a fighter. So I was looking at the instruction manual and trying to figure out, I think the priest has high hit points. So some of my guys can become priests, and the rest, because I think we want to just start leveling up in a class that gives hit points, and then change into other stuff later. Ah, crap. Yeah, you guys don't have normal defenses. You got weird defenses here. Alright, here's what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, you have the resistance to tango with Medusa over there. And you have not much hope of this sticking. Oh wow, it went through their resistances. Oh no! Well, that's just annoying. Alright, it's gonna be Lionheart. I really need the invulnerability as well. But I guess that'll work. Anyway, this guy's gonna get to throw his rock now. Alright, I guess it's gotta be heals. I keep forgetting that the Gorgons can cast spells now. Warlord just changes so many things, you know? Hmm. Yeah. I know. That's why I want a class change as soon as possible, because that sounds like that's really bad. I need to gain levels. If I had known that and understood the class changes were so free, I would have started everybody as a warrior. Gained a ton of hit points, and then switched into the spellcasting classes later. Zactum? I'm afraid I don't remember what you said about Zactum. You know, much as I want to take that back, instead, I want you to guard this city. You're waiting for him to show up again. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to scout out your entire empire. I'm pretty sure that's who I'm moving against. Okay, you get these. Oh my gosh, you don't have anything. We really need more defensive units for the cities that we've already taken. I think as soon as this siren is done, you're going to switch to the Enchantress Harpy pair. We need a lot of them. Okay, and we're gonna need a lot more. Okay. Good. Great. Excellent. Meanwhile... Alright, that's a little bit better. Divine Order will come down, then we can start spell casting like crazy again. Let's get our casting skill up once more. More casting skill! Always more casting skill. Hey there, Rory! Drowbard, how's it going? The greatest strategist. Oh, I see. $9,000 years? Had the Federation been around for 9,000 years by Deep Space Nine? Huh. Sounds rough. Looking forward to more wizardrying tomorrow? I think your character, I have to double check, but I think the bard actually might... I think he's going to end up becoming a priest if he can get one more piety. That's the best I can do to get him some hit points. And then, he's got to roll that piety point, though. I don't know how I'm going to get him into the other classes yet. That was a good trick. Especially in a confusing Islands map. An Islands game is interesting, but I don't do them very often. They're, difficult to navigate. The Zactum were around much longer than the Federation? Okay, so they're not humans. Yeah, it's the problem of the hit points. I can't stand my characters being one-shotted. It'll be easier when I have rezzing, but I don't know what rezzing will cost yet, but the manual implied it will permanently lower your vitality. So I really need these characters to have hit points from what I've seen. I can always get, AoE attacks and stuff later on. But we desperately need to have more than like 15 hit points. It's bad. Well, that picture didn't load. Nope, that's a broken image. I've never been too clear on the Federation being allied with too many different things. Because originally you had the humans and the Vulcans, and then they folded in a few others. By the next generation they had the Klingons. But, by the time you get to Deep Space Nine, there's a pretty wide variety of different creatures running around the station. But for the original two shows, the original Star Trek and Deep Space Nine, even Voyager, it didn't really feel like there were all that many different species in the Federation. The crews were almost entirely human. Deep Space Nine, to me, was the first time that it actually felt like there were other species. Like large numbers of just all kinds of critters running around. I still don't know what Morn was. Where is he? I can't see him, but I know he's near. I must have gotten the invisible one already. Okay. Okay, now that that's in play... This is going to further warp the spellcasting costs of things. I really want to get Holy Arms in play before our next war. Incarnations, Valkyries, man, we've got options. Prosperity. We got to get these in. I appreciate the discount from my new spell. Alright. Sure are a lot of them, aren't there? But this is a high priority. This should have a noticeable impact on our research time for the Spell of Mastery, actually. When you cast this many Nature's Witness, and that's still not enough. Okay, let's see. 2 of these go into this one. Hello, Greenie. Okay, very good. Okay, next turn that'll be ready to depart. Keep that pattern up. I really wish I could afford to put a siren and a holy mother and a sky lantern in every city as well. I just don't think that's gonna happen though. Alright, let's see. Okay. Put down a whole bunch more of those. Alright, let's see. Alright, another one. That's just a guy who needs to see a doctor. He's got some kind of terrible infection on his face. That looks rough, man. Are politically complex. The passengers explosive. Uh-oh. Maybe while I wait for my turn, we should just grind in wizardry. Like, I shouldn't advance the game if it's not a wizardry stream, but I mean, what else am I gonna do with this time? I mean, holy crap. The turns were going pretty good for a while, but we've definitely reached the point where we should start considering doing a second something. Let me see. And you know, grinding in wizardry is as good as anything. You want to cast Divine Order? By all means. I'm not going to summon anything, I can tell you that. Although, honestly, angels would be a really good thing to summon. If I had an angel on each stack, I really like getting that holy bonus in, you know? But I don't have them, so... No! You can't take my grinding from me! You can't steal my grinding away, it's my grinding! Doggone it! I am gonna take this dysfunctional, ill-advised party, and I'm going to make something out of them. Alright, hold on a second, let me see. I would need... Okay, I would need to do this. Alright. I just make it kind of miniature and off to the side. Kind of like this. And then... There we go. Hey, Uncle John. How's it going? Oh, shit. 52. Third word, paragraph 1, page 52. No, I got this. It's, yeah, I got on the 90s in classes again. I haven't fully read the manual still. I've only read bits and pieces. Okay, 52. Paragraph 1. It's the. Okay. Gotcha! Alright, so we're not gonna fight the ratlings, because that's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. It's a fun... I don't know how it's gonna be in the long term. If it's gonna be as possibly as crazy as the previous one. Or, I guess, the future one. Anyway, the last one I played. Hold on, we gotta close it up for the moment. I can't imagine this. Is this game really gonna be as crazy as Wizardry 8? It could be. But I'm gonna make this dysfunctional party function! Hey, sup? Yeah, and turns become so long, we're starting to play other games while we wait. But I know that Unknown is near the end of the cycle, so we'll just... Wizard 7 is... How could it be crazier? Wizardry 8 was nuts! When I wasn't shooting down spaceships with rockets, I was fighting demons with swords. Or making alliances with bug people. Or stealing a bunch of monkeys' celestial device by swapping it in front of them without them noticing somehow. That I replaced their sacred artifact with a fake. Okay, these three aren't really... Yeah, we can put this here. Alright, so this guy... Hold on, we're trying to organize things and scout. We're getting a ton accomplished every turn, but... Okay, good. You guys are just about ready. I am certain I'm going for purple next. I'm going for light purple. So, let's start... Okay, where are you? Good, yes. Okay. Yeah. How about these? Good. Okay, go over there. Alright, this is a complete army. Info, cartographer. I'm gonna deploy you this way. Yep, I'm just gonna throw you straight through the darkness. Hop in. Okay, very good. Alright, moving to cities. Producing all sorts of nice things. I want the economy to pierce the heavens. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, it's getting faster. Wait a minute. We can get a few more of these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy shit. 10. We might have conquered a lot of cities. We're still casting. It hasn't run out yet. We're already at a baker's dozen. And counting. Was that 15 or was that 16? Well, either way, it's 16 by now. Oh, we finally finished casting Nature's Witness. 206. If I started throwing altars of duality around, people don't like me so much anymore. I don't think it's producing enough to warrant casting it a whole bunch, but it is an interesting option. We're gonna get the Heavenly Lights up instead. Wow. Not yet. Okay. Healing is good. It's nice to have a friendly face who can put band-aids on you. Alright, we're just trying to grind. We're not trying to advance the game. This is sheer grinding. So, the next person to level up should be our bishop here, who needs 102. That's very little. He should level up easily. Okay, everyone takes a sip from the fountain. Everyone good? Good enough. Okay. So, honestly, as I said, we've completely depopulated the dungeon. Like, there's just nothing in here. Remember how there was, like, enemies, like, every step? Yeah, there's just nobody here. So... Oh, I spoke too soon. A couple of roaches have showed up. Perfect! Get 'em! What do you got? Acid Splash? Go ahead, throw acid at it. What do you got? Zarin? Energy Blast! Go! What's this? Can anyone tell how long it is? You guys can time it. What's this? Oh, they have pig noses. I guess that makes them space orcs. Or something. Okay. Okay. Who's gonna open chests and identify stuff? Well, that's still your job. You're still gonna do that. Your skills won't go away when you multi-class, and we're gonna continue putting levels into artifacts and skullduggery. In fact, I'd like to get a level where I put 1 point in every skill that's got 0, just to make sure they don't disappear on us. Because I think that's how it works, right? Anyway, we're gonna go get lost in the forest. Oh? Oh my gosh, a second encounter! Oh my gosh, it's being generous! We'll practice hiding. We'll practice energy blasts. I should try casting higher level versions of it, just to see. Yeah, let's try casting a higher level version of sleep. I think that should make it more likely to work, right? Something like that? Let's see. It's currently up to Kong Ming's turn. Still waiting. Did I catch the blue-skinned Andorian? No, I never said there were no other strange I said that, look at the crews. They meet all kinds of aliens every episode. They're on a different planet meeting different aliens. But it doesn't really feel like they're in the Federation. It's just, yeah, these are some aliens over here. These are some aliens over there. We went to a strange new world. We met new aliens. But they don't show up on a strange new world and then the people join them. Go like, yes, we're joining the Federation every week. And the crew was almost entirely humans. The Next Generation had a little bit more variety with, you know, Worf and Data and all that, but it was still almost entirely humans again. It wasn't until Deep Space Nine that you're looking at freaking Quark, Odo, a Trill, like the core cast is just filled, you know, the crew is, you're constantly seeing aliens walking around the ship that just presumably live there, I guess. It's a different feel. Alright, hold on. Take one of this, one of that. Diplomacy! That really should be part of the barge job. Oh! Oh my gosh! Hold on a second. Oh, I've got a spell to pick. We'll pick the spell after the fight. Okay. Alright. So, it's a new turn. Oh shit. Liches. Oh, these guys are real jerks. Yeah, they got quick casting too. Alright, first thing I'm gonna cast is True Light. It's not good for my skeletons, but... Okay, they have... Of course they've got missile immunity. Well, what can you do? And I can't cast Sleep on them. What can I cast? Bless might be smart. Oh, Web. Aha! You can't summon zombies when you're wrapped in silk. Oh yeah, you're cocooned. Okay, Lionheart. Alright. Yeah, that works pretty well. Not quite done yet. Got him! Silly liches, why would you fight a wizard lord's armies? Okay. Did I find more than one button in the desert? Really? No, I didn't. I can poke around in there. Oh, we might as well poke around in there, see if we can find something. My scouting skill still isn't that great. I mean, we're only like level 3. So... I should definitely dismantle buildings and places they don't belong. The maintenance cost is eaten into my, resources. Okay. Are we ready to start deploying? I think so. Alright. The balloons go specifically here. Alright. As well as one stack. As well as one stack of tomahawks. Okay. is the furthest one out. You can go there. You are still searching this zone. Don't mind if I do. At the time, crews preferred to fight amongst their own side. Skullduggery. Really? Yeah, it is. It's a Bajoran thing. Just Starfleet had taken it from the Cardassians. And the Bajorans are quite a persnickety lot. They make themselves difficult to work with. I don't know much about the Tellarites. Well, that's what you gotta do when you're a minor power. The only way you can break away from a major power is to find a more powerful sugar daddy, as it were. But it seems like a lot of the Bajorans don't really want to be Starfleet. It seems like a lot of the Bajorans want total independence. Joining the Federation was not an ideal of theirs, it was just their pragmatism. Because there's no other force around that could fight with the Dominion. Okay, let's see. You need to go. You can go up there. You're waiting for the next bus. We'll get to it. We'll get a whole bunch more buses moving soon. Alright. So many units producing every turn out of these cities. And the capacity to move them. It's amazing. Alright. You know, it's a shame the Telltale Games never made a Star Trek thing. I know they're gone now, but, you know, it would have been pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Boop. Okay. So, while the next turn is ticking away... Alright, we got a spell for the Bishop. Options are Sleep, Armor Shield. I actually think maybe Terror might scare enemies away. Chilling Touch is damage, right? I kind of want every type of magic to start generating more MP. I'm going to take Terror. I'm not 100% sure that was the best choice, but how does mana work? You have mana crystals, so I've got 3,581 here. You burn mana crystals to cast spells. And if it's in combat, the further you are away from your capital, the more it costs. When you're out of mana crystals, you can't do stuff. How much you can actually cast in a turn, how many mana crystals you can burn in one turn, or in one battle, is based on your casting skill. And since you're asking about Dispel, you cannot dispel a summon. but dispelling usually costs 50% more than the person paid for the spell. Oh. Well, well. I think we'll be paying someone a visit. No. But yeah, the dispels are random though. They're an RNG thing. So there is a point when you're spending so many mana crystals that the dispel becomes guaranteed. But there's a bunch of different factors that might play into that. Oh yeah, the button. Alright, we can go back to the dungeon and look for a button. If I can remember how to get back to the dungeon. Now that I'm in the woods. Okay. There we are. Here's the road. Oh, hey, are we getting an encounter? Cool. Yes, this is just what we want. I cast sleep upon thee. At least try to show more? At least try to show more what? Huh? I don't know. I don't know if the Bajorans ever frickin' become members of the Federation. It seems like it's a lengthy bureaucratic process that never ends. Okay, looking for something in the walls? A button? It's up to Freya's turn. Oh, hello, what you want? No. Yeah, I did. I found this one. Is there a... You said it was near the fountain, right? Well, this was the fountain over here. Are you saying there's one downstairs? Well, we'll go downstairs and look. Oh, my gosh! Lieutenant Grunt Wrapper. Sir, your sword it's incomplete. You should probably do something about that. And your old-timey pistol. Well, I don't want to fight an Umpani. He'd probably just murder us all. Truce? Bard? My gosh, what am I doing? Peace! Hello, friend, he became angry. And he leaves. Okay. Well, that was... I'll just stay away from that. Ah, yes, bugs! What if I wish to make peace with them? Okay, hold on a second, though. I got distracted by the surprise Umpani, and now... I didn't notice my turn had begun. Okay, well, I'll look around. I thought that those buttons would only be revealed by having high scouting or something. Ooh, you have a lot of cash. And a lot of people at war with you. Anyway, we're still at war. I guess I'm lucky nobody picked this city off while I was waiting for him to come back. Give me one of your books. I must have it. Some NPCs walk around and you can die fighting each other. Let's not do that. Let's not die walking around fighting each other. That sounds bad. Yeah, we have like, my bard has higher personality, but he didn't actually get the diplomacy skill yet. Would you cast healing on the injured one? Thank you. Good bird. Uh-oh. Oh no, Hadriex. You came back and the next day? Boom! Oh, the NPCs can fight each other. Oh shit. That's worrying. Am I able to broker truce? Okay, he's out. This means we should have gained... I gained a death book. Well, not my first, second, or even third pick for a book, but... Mana Leap. Okay. Okay, Black Prayer. Oh, you want good stuff for that, don't you? Siphon Life. I don't really need any of these. I'll give you Eye of Heaven, because that doesn't hurt me much. You're up next. Well, Shadow Strike's okay. And I don't mind you having create artifacts. The more people who cast Divine Order, probably the better for me. Okay. Night Stalkers are okay, I guess. Here's the Secrets of Disjunction. Okay, bye. Alright, so we picked up a bunch of spells. Nothing too great, but Black Prayer is... You know, it'll have an effect. Okay. Do this, do that. And then make things. I'm gonna get a wall and that, and oh, definitely one of those. I might even make you remake your units when you get that in. Yeah. In the meantime... Okay, we're in Kong Ming's territory. Okay, you're gonna head south to grab another force. Generally this way. One more turn. Alright. Okay. Alright, we're going to take a moment away from other important things to sanctify these. Because their maintenance cost is absolutely suffocating if I don't. Okay, go pick up that. Go pick up that. Go pick up that. And one for you. Okay, you can go pick up that one. And finally, you can... Oops, no. You can go over here to pick up that one. Alright, lots more armies in motion. That's great. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Man, I wish I had time to cast Prosperity on every city. Could you imagine what that would do? Oh my gosh, this city never got constructing on its stuff. Ah! Hope I didn't miss any others. Okay. Alright, get the all-important heavenly light everywhere. It's part of the bare minimum defenses. And it's profitable. It's part of my economy. Okay. Priesthood on the Rhino Man. You're not a priest yet, still a bard at the moment. And you'll probably cycle through a bunch of classes and we'll come back to bard. To see what is required. Do race to get the same quest items? Oh? Could they actually take the quest items before I do? Do I have to off all of them? How much can you actually transport from one game to the next if you bring your characters? They couldn't possibly let you keep all of your items. And they couldn't possibly allow you to start the game with all of your levels. Buy it from them? Some can transport, some cannot. 4 years. At level 5 max? That's not very high. Hold on a second. Oh. nothing. It's a big old nothing. Alright, guys, tear them apart. You hit it in the head with your sword. No penetration. You shot a sleeping bug and nothing. Yeah, I know. You all want to comment on I banished him. That's great. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing where you could transport all your levels. But it is weird when you go from one game to the next and you would lose all your level ups. Practice your hiding, you two. I need you to get those skills up. Oh hey, one of them succeeded. Strike from hiding. Boring beetle, as in they bore through your flesh, or you just couldn't figure out what they were and called them boring? A public referendum? One would assume that would have to be part of the process somewhere. As I was saying, it seems to me like joining the Federation is an endless bureaucratic nightmare. That's what it is in my head. You probably have to wait for all kinds of other planets to ratify things and decide. I don't see any buttons. If there was going to be one, it would probably be at this dead-end area over here. Oh wow, I'm just swarmed by monsters this time. Amazing. Please level me up. Level me up! Also go to sleep. Right, energy blast at him. Yeah. Yeah, anytime I get 200 XP, I'm well satisfied. The enemies seem like so random. Like, you'll fight one group of enemies, and they'll give you like 23 XP. Then you'll fight something that looks like the same group and you'll get a ton. What the heck? We're up to Oberic's turn. And okay, here we are. Yeah, I figured. Okay, now this guy is a problem in the back. Because I can't hit him with arrows. His resistance might... No. Wishful thinking. Okay, let me try... Actually, I should have you do the web next turn. It's always crazy to see spearmen win at anything. Alright. I need... Ah, here we are. Drabard hit himself? I didn't even know your spells could accidentally hit yourself. Oh no, the only thing I know about the establishing of the Federation was the Vulcans. The Vulcans met with the humans first, after warp technology was figured out. That's about all I know about it. Okay. I'm not sure if this is the line or not. Let's go a little further north. Okay, definitely seems to be all Kong Ming all the time that way. Alright, you're just waiting to pick up troops. Oh well, you get these. Okay, where's our newly grabbed island? Okay, this needs some guys. And this army's ready to move out. I'll send you through this way and hope you find something on the way. Okay. The all-important defensive units. If only I had a way to make you fly faster. Put this one here. Okay. Alright, it's a lot. It's a lot of units moving that way. In just a few turns, the war will occur. It will be swift and brutal. Okay. Let's get the rest of our defenses up before we start fighting. Last thing I want is a counterattack to find me easy meat. And with so many divine things in play, divine order, I definitely cannot summon anything for defenses. So, yeah. These are only 18 apiece. They're supposed to be 60. But there are so many divine orders in play at this point that city enchantments are almost free. We're definitely going to capitalize on that. That's it, that's all. I really want prosperity and stream of life everywhere. But I think the more responsible thing to cast would be Holy Arms. Hmm. 2063. There had been a big world war right before that, right? Hmm. I'm sorry. We're just grinding a little bit in that, in preparation for tomorrow. I don't want to rely on save scumming to get past the encounter with the, rat people. So I figure, if I just do a little bit of this, it'll be fine. So we're searching for hidden passages in this dungeon. I can't answer that. I don't think there's any particular spell that I've cast that has changed the turn duration. If somebody else is casting a spell that's making turns take a long time, I wouldn't know. Well, you'll have to wait till tomorrow, when we're supposed to be playing this. This is just a grinding session. Mostly. Yeah, I don't see a button in here. But we might just not have the scouting skill to find it. Holy Arms is a hell of a spell, and Inquisition is a stupid spell. I don't like city curses. If I'm casting city curses, I'm wasting my time, energy, and then maintaining something that does nothing to benefit me. I only cast city curses when it's down to only one relevant opponent. Usually. There could be exceptions, but for the most part it's just not my style. I'm not seeing any secret switches on these walls. Suppose I could go through and try to be way more careful. Way more thorough. Oh, you got no reason to apologize. It's fine. Also possible I'm just not seeing it. Oh, hello. Yes? No. Absolutely not. We should be getting to our turn again soon. You can see we're covering absurd amounts of ground and not seeing a lot of encounters. At least there are encounters. Oh, hi again! Alright, let's try it again. This time we'll let him talk, because he has one rank in, talking. But it's pool. Peace? He gets angry? Okay. I think things have gone very wrong. I don't know what backup does. Run. 26! Ah! We're gonna have to load back. I hadn't saved in a while, because why would I in this place? Yeah, freaking Umpane just... Yeah, everyone's just dying. Yeah. Okay, okay. Shit. Yeah, that's before we even entered the dungeon. All the grinding we just did undone. I didn't expect that to happen. That was a diplomatic fail right there. Holy crap. Did I just fight some bugs and things and not those guys? We'll definitely not try talking to them anymore. Holy crap. Yeah, that undid it all anyway. Our turn should be coming up in just a second. The Rhino people do not like me yet. Yeah, we gotta invest in actually having some diplomacy skill. Okay, keep checking. I just need to make sure he doesn't have any more cities up there. Okay, as for these guys, you know what? I'm just gonna move them this way and we'll distribute them wherever. Okay, we're starting to get into position. Filling in more defensive points. Oh shit, this one never got set up either. Okay. That's probably good enough for them. Okay, let me see. Where is the... Oh, okay, here. Right, yes. Your complete load as well. Head north. When we strike, he's not going to see it coming. It's going to take him down very quickly. Okay, and by a cavalryman. These defenses don't feel adequate. Okay. That one. Alright, seems good. Go. Opposite to the room with the stairs down. There should be a room behind me when I enter. Actually, I think there is an empty room back there. Now that you mention it, we can go look at that. Alright. And last time Hadriex gained a point of piety. I hope it does again. Can't believe there was still something in this dungeon that could just murder me like that. Okay. Okay, upstairs. It would have been over here. This suspicious room. This is the one that's directly behind you when you enter, and there it was. Aha! You were right, there was something down here. Up, it's faces. blast them with an energy blast. I will throw acid. I will energy blast them again. This should do them. You could probably just move the music files around yourself, actually. That should be relatively easy. We've never had any luck opening these chests. Oh no, it's a shingle bug. Alright, bonked it with the stick. Oh, okay, he gained the level. Intelligence. No piety this time. No! Also, the skills you get seem to give you random numbers. So I swear it was 5 in this category last time. Alright, and we learned a new spell, and I don't think I had Weaken, and I definitely didn't have Missile Shield or Shrill Sound as options last time. Watch Bells? Detect Secret Knock Knock. That's gonna open doors. We gotta have that. Okay. Alright, every time we've attempted this, it's gone badly. Alright, it's definitely Magic Sparks. And we trigger it anyway. Well, what can you do? Potions, 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 and potions. Well. What a collection of old beverages that have been stored here way past their expiration date. Hail right back at you. I will not declare war on people for you. Thanks anyway. Stamina. Stamina potions. Cure lesser condition. Cure poison. That could save my butt. Unidentifiable. Can't identify the flavor of that one either. A throwing sleep weapon. Oh. Now I'll have 3 different ways to cast sleep. All things which sleep, beware. Alright, let's undo some hurt. It's actually getting close to my turn again. Ah, that's a lot of Shadow Demon, actually. I know Mana Leak, but in this case, I think we're better off doing that. I'm a little concerned about the demon. I don't want him getting a turn. hold him down long, did it? Okay. I throw a web at them, but that doesn't work. You could always put all of the wizard themes into a music player playlist and set it to play at random. Okay, we discovered another one of his cities. Almost all of our armies are in position, or near enough. Okay, here. Alright, you got that. There's nothing up here. It's a dead zone. Gotta watch out for huge leviathans in areas like that. Okay, rush a few more buildings. Buildings we're rushing are getting more expensive. Okay, and Holy Arms is almost ready. It's not called a rip-off, it's called an homage. And wizardry is known to be D&D based. We've even got a Thaco thing going on with our armor classes. Ultima was also D&D based, as was Rogue, as was, well, to be honest, kind of everything. All the old RPG series. It's in the DNA of all of them. And I think I've just got all the way to the end without encountering anything. Oh well. Those potions will come in handy, I think. I wonder if I gained any skill by identifying them. Yeah, it went from being absolutely overrun with enemy encounters, to just not having many in this place. I might have better luck in the forest. Wait, here's something. Do I consider the animated series? I have no opinion because I haven't seen it. I know it exists. I don't know why it wouldn't be. The last Star Trek I watched was Voyager. So, there's like a million shows out there now that I've never even looked at. Daytime. Maybe the daylight will drive things crazy and make them want to attack us in the woods. Aha! Birds! Yes, birds are known to hate daylight, of course. I have a lot of earth magic all of a sudden. So, it's good to have something to do when I run into a locked door. But it's better to have multiple things you can do. Featured many alien crew members that weren't feasible with the... Ah, I see. Every fight we're gaining weapon skill, but it's really going to be about hit points. That's what it's going to come down to. I'm not actually going to class change until tomorrow, but the start of tomorrow's stream will be considering what to class change everyone into, what our options are. Alright, save. Alright, let's take a look. Ah, the chest arm, a classic. Oh hey, and a furry. Okay. Are we ready to begin our big war? Not quite yet, but soon. I've got my holy arms in play now. A 1-2 punch is readied, but I'd like a 3 on hand, just in case the first 2 punches don't quite do it. Okay, this is the top of the world, so we're done up there. Alright, go that way so you're in the neighborhood. Alright, we need to find out what's in this sector. This is plenty for that, I think. I hope. Okay, I'm pairing you to here. It's a bit of a rough crowd for you, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. I honestly think I can just wipe the entirety of them out in one step. Okay, the final city from Hadriex. go there. We're gonna figure the cities that don't have their proper defenses out. Okay. Go over there. Gonna need a whole bunch more troop transports. University, one city hall. Okay. I really want a stream of life and prosperity them all. Nobody has even one unrest in my entire empire, despite the fact I'm running maximum tax rates. Alright, our current gold is 1373. $1373. How much can we do in one turn of prosperity? Considering we'd already cast other spells. It's about 100. That's about a 10% boost to my income. And it's gonna be more in the coming turns. Oh yeah. The Earth Kazin Wars. Okay. Let's see. It's easy to get lost in the forest. No buttons in here. The number of strange things. Pretty sure we found 100% of the forest stuff. Ah! These freaks. Oh. Alright, let's try just those 3 stars. What does that mean for the price? Oh, I see. Alright, go ahead and throw an energy blast. Series. So the Kazin Wars would have been as soon as the Federation formed. I don't know. I don't think those chest arms are all that practical. Seemed like they'd get in the way. Can't tell if I'm having more or less encounters in the woods. I wonder if I could get swimming. Like, clearly there's a path to step there and there. If I could get my swimming good enough. But it's not. So I won't worry about it. I'll just mark this place mentally to come back to later. Well, I wandered all around and I got like 2 encounters, was it? Oh well. Drink up, my hearties, you've earned it. How many days of running around without sleep has this been for you all? How close are we to leveling? Let's see, you're at 1,800. 3,000. Yeah, the next one will be the fighters. Okay. Not too far from a level. But on the other hand, he's got the option of Thief, Samurai, or Bard. An interesting selection. For Bez, Schneider could be... nothing! That's not good. If he could gain a single point of piety, he would be able to be a priest, though. She has the ability to become a fighter. That would be fine. His best bet's gonna be priest. I think the priest has more hit points than the bishop. So that's probably what he'll go for. As for our alchemist, he's not looking like he has great choices. If he could gain 2 points of strength somehow... That's wishful thinking. 2 points is a lot. And finally, our bard. Our bard should actually have a ton of choices. Mage, alchemist, thief. He needs 1 more point of piety to get that priest option. I don't suppose there's any stat-boosting potions in this pile. XP in a can would work, too. I like XP potions. Oh, back to my turn. Alright. -6 food, oh no. Star Trek First Contact. I think I've seen that film. Jordy thought the guy was being hilarious. Okay, guys, are we ready for the fight? Not yet, not yet. Very soon. Very soon. Almost ready. It's correctly positioned. That's positioned. Well, somebody's got to produce a little food. Okay. Currently, we're at 1560. 1560 is about to become a whole hell of a lot more. So prosperity is actually a way more powerful spell than it sounds. And I'll explain why in a second. So we just went from 1560 to almost 2000. In the last 2 turns of casting prosperity, we've gone up by what, 40%? So the reason prosperity is a spell that punches above its weight class has to do with maintenance costs. A city only makes so much money, and every single building that they construct is eating away at their income. So, with max tax rates, we're getting a pretty good amount of gold in when you can get rid of the rebels like we have. But nevertheless, you only get so much out of a city. But when you add in a buff to the income, suddenly the whole thing changes. And now you're getting huge amounts of money. Because all of this, I don't know how much this city was producing before, but it wasn't much. It was only producing a little bit more than the maintenance cost. But every single penny that the prosperity produces is just gold in your hand. And it's, I mean, holy crap, this is more than 50 gold a turn for a spell that only has a maintenance cost of 2. 2! And is producing more than 50 gold a turn. Prosperity in particular is a very, very strong spell, just the way the mechanics of the game line up. Balance of Terror? Nope. Usually it's Picard giving the face palms. Okay. If I could get these fighters to level up one more time. We'd be in great shape tomorrow. So at this point, I've leveled up a few characters. Is it enough to beat the Ratlings? I'm not sure. Drowbard and Hadriex were the weak links because of their low HP, so they've got more hit points. All the running around and fighting has given them increased weapon skills, so theoretically they should be able to hit the enemies, the Ratlings, more often. Riker was meant to face the Borg Queen, but Patrick Stewart's like, no, that's the most memorable scene. I'll take that. Yeah, I was thinking, like, it might have been best if I had played all fighters to begin with, if I were to start over. But I'm going to try to make this broken party work. I'm going to try to fix them. I can fix them! It just requires a little elbow grease, but we can do it. But yeah, I also was wondering, man, I kind of feel like, what if I just made a party of nothing but fairies? Just nothing but fairies. start out with fighters, they have a ton of hit points, and then switch them all into mages and things. I wonder if there's a spell I can use to just summon enemies. The Romulans reappear from... Oh, it's the original series. I didn't grow up with the original series. I grew up with the Next Generation, Voyager, and Deep Space Nine. I have seen some of the original series, but only what I went out of my way to watch on my own. There was a point in time, believe it or not, when Star Trek, the original series, was on YouTube officially for free. It's not there anymore, but it was at one point in time. And I watched some of it then. I didn't have as much free time in those days, though. Actually, I still don't have a lot of free time when I think about it. Well, I guess that's a matter of perspective, really. Perhaps one could say all of my streaming is my free time. Yep, Star Trek and D&D were the pillars of the very, very early video games, like the real early ones. So many of them were in college mainframes, and they were either trying to simulate spacecraft in Starship Enterprise, or they were trying to do dungeon crawling in D&D. Always want to. Romulan War was 100 years ago. A lot of people are thinking they should be breaking alliances, threatening me, and asking me to join in their wars. I think they're crazy. Come on, big XP. Big XP, 200, come on. Well, 100. 100 is good. I'm not going to complain about 100. Oh, finally, someone wants to trade a spell. No deal. But at least it was different. Alright. Hold on. Trying to blurp. Okay. This is a little bit of a problem, but not that big of a problem. Right, well... Yeah, that was ridiculous. Alright. Are we in position this turn? Still have a lot of pieces of movement. not the gold mine. Express thing here, but hey, whatever works. More of that area. And we don't have any stuff for holding territory present. Alright, you should park next to that. Okay, head this way. Okay, you're posing there. Let's see. Go pick those up. There. I might just strike next turn. Okay, next turn. You depart. You're so ready. More prosperity, please. As our income explodes. Unlimited gold works. Print ever more of the stuff. We keep doing this, and eventually we'll have effectively limitless funds for building our cities up, which will in turn result in ever more. Hey, Stephen? Yeah, Wizardry 7 is tomorrow. I'm just doing a little bit of grinding in this game because the end turns are, you know, yeah. It's a mod. The mod has done a lot of things. But one of those things, well, many of those things are slowing the end turns down. So yeah, we're just wandering around doing a little bit of grinding and planning for tomorrow. I have a plan. We start tomorrow by attacking the ratlings, and I'm really hoping I don't need to save scum it. I'm hoping I've done enough here today. And I'm going to start with some class changing, which we also plotted a little bit during this stream. Come on. Come on. Come on out, monsters. I need encounters. When we first entered this place, there was like encounters every step, but now... Oh, hello. What do you want? Oh, a Wizard's Pact? Sure. I agree. Okay. This fountain is ridiculous. Who needs sleep? We just need to splash cold water in our faces and we're good. I'm hoping to minimize the save scumming. I'd prefer not to do it if I could help it. Come on, guys. Give me some more XP. I also got murdered by Umpani. It was a surprise. It was awful. But yeah, we've gained... Well, most of the party has gained a level. That's some extra hit points, which I think is the most important thing. But we've also gained some weapon skill. So, that'll help too. That'll be what we do right at the start of tomorrow's stream, is we'll jump those rats. Also, these encounters haven't been as numerous, the enemies themselves either, as they were yesterday. And they're showing off. Cloaking devices weren't a thing prior to Balance of Terror, huh? I thought just about everyone outside the Federation had cloaking devices. I'm pretty sure I even saw the Ferengi use cloaking devices at some point. Pretty sure we're in position to do the big war next turn. I don't think I have to... I mean, I could... I'll think about just striking, or if I should wait one more turn. You want the war to end as quickly as possible so other people can't, you know, join in. Oops, no, not that way, not that way, not that way, no, 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 not that way. The woods. Just a little bit into the woods. In hopes that the dungeon replenishes its stuff by me leaving it for a while. Oh, shit, it's very close to my turn again. Every time it gets up to Oberic, I need to... Yep, there we go. Oh, crap. This is one of the cities that doesn't have any units in it yet. I'm still working on that. No, we can win this. He's got ridiculous resistance that makes him effectively immune to all that kind of stuff. Thanks to the Pillar of Faith. Okay, add in invulnerability and... Go ahead. Okay, Step forward. Chop up the bacon. Chop up the lizard into lizard bacon. Birds aren't picky about their meals. Alright. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I'm just kind of trying to get them to practice their spellcasting in hopes that they get better at it. Kirk and the technology is deemed theoretically possible. I like the hero builds a lot. That's just not what we're doing today. Look at the lightning! Ah, look at this, look at this. It's shooting right up outside the box where it's supposed to be contained. I bet that it's using the actual lightning bolt spell animation. I bet that's what it's doing. Okay. Theoretically, if you're not needed... Checking that way. That means you can be here. Probably that could be there. Okay, next turn we can probably wipe his entire empire out in a single move, so no one has a chance to react. Least of all, himself. Okay, let's inform him what's going to happen next turn. Oh, hey, good buddy. I'm gonna come attack you next turn. Well, I appreciate the free money, but that's not going to change my mind. I mean, that's not even how much I make in a day. So, yeah. Okay, send this guy down here, pick up more. Alright, lots of stacks waiting to be picked up. But you know what I'm going to do with my turn? Instead of addressing the logistical nightmare that's forming over here, I'm just going to cast more prosperities because holy crap, it's ridiculous. It's so much. Let's find more cities that look large and valid as targets. I must have more money. More! Give it all to me. Okay, come on. Where can we find more large cities? These aren't large enough. That was a little better. Ah, that looks like a good-sized city. Could you imagine how many I could cast if we got that one event that halves the casting skill needed for everything? Oh man, it would be wild. I guess the cities just aren't as big anymore. I got all the big ones. Alright, we might switch to other spell casting after this. There, that should give us enough food. I hope. Alright, next turn is coming. Invisibility is theoretically possible, Captain. Uh-huh. My favorite from Leonard Nimoy will always be that he voiced Civ 4. He did such a good job voicing all the lines for the tech tree. To me, that'll always be my favorite Leonard Nimoy thing. But he was involved in other games, and some really weird ones at that. Some quite illogical games, as in fact. Alright, let's see. How close are we to leveling? What are the odds we're going to get another one? Because once we do this war, we're going to be really busy. We're not getting another level up. 19 hit points, 14 hit points, 14 hit points. I don't know. That's not enough. But I can't, I'm unable to class change him into a priest until he gets one more piety. Oh. Another casting of it. Amazing. Well, the more times they cast that, the cheaper all of my enchantments for my cities get. Ooh, Lionheart, real good. Holy Word! Oh, well, yes. Yes, we want that. I've got Black Prayer to go with it. It's going to be amazing. I kind of want to hit a bunch of layers and nodes now. Oh, monsters, come out and play. You used to attack me at every threshold. But nobody came. I didn't say that. That spell, Cerevi didn't left it in its current state. If Cerevi didn't understand the power of it, then, decided to keep it at its current power level, then he must be right, right? Do I know the Might and Magic series? I grew up with Heroes of Might and Magic, but I've never played one of the Might and Magic games. One of them, Might and Magic 1, was actually in the vote that we took. Among the games that were nominated to be, I guess you weren't here for it. I let every single DOS game be a potential game that could be voted for, and we did a nomination round where people nominated games, and then we voted in a big old tournament till we had just one DOS game left, and it was Wizardry 7, so that's what I'm playing. And presumably, I think after I do one more match, I'm going to finish this game of Master of Magic, and then I want to do one more. I just want to try one more build and see how it goes. After that, though, I'll probably do a vote for a strategy DOS game in the same sort of manner and see what happens. I've always been a little bit curious about Might and Magic, because of the Heroes series, because I was a fan of the Heroes games. I believe that Might and Magic... I might be mixing things up, but I think somebody made a mod of Might and Magic 6 where all of 4 and 5 are in the same game with it. But I might have the numbers mixed up on that. But it does seem pretty freaking cool. Not a single enemy downstairs. Even after running all around. Our stamina is depleting. Boy, swim and you'll die. But we could fill you with an entire ocean's worth of water, and you're just fine. Oh, hold on. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be the big turn. Okay, it's 6, 7, and 8. Ah. Okay, do we need to just keep making them? Alright, this war should be brutal and quick. Alright, team. Just remind... Okay. How dare you so insult me by not speaking to me today? That sounds like Cass's belly to me. Ooh, flight. Boy. Could you imagine having Eunice that had the power to get into the sky? Man. What kind of spell do you want to cast? Pretty sure we should go with Lionheart on one of these. Yeah, that's not going to do much good for you. If I were to cast Mana Leak, they'd all come out of their walls. But then again, I don't really care. Their special ability, Cause Fear, is utterly pointless once you've got the Pillar of Faith. Pillar of Faith actually invalidates a lot of things. A lot of things when you think about it. Alright. Boy, that river just stops. Psionic Blast. Alright, the war begins. One city has fallen to our tomahawks. What were the jackals to do? Wow, you don't even have your basic buildings as usual. get all these together, would ya? Alright, next. Let's see. This should be a... Oh, this is actually a lot harder. We might actually rely on one souped-up unit. We'll have the rest of the army follow behind. Yeah. Okay, let's add in a touch of invulnerability. Rest you can sit. Add in Black Prayer. Drop the healing. Okay. Yep, this guy's got it. It's up to you to figure out. I explained earlier why Prosperity is one of the strongest city enchantments in the game. It always has been. It's the nature of the game. Oh, I'm commanding the units directly. Yep. So basically, as I was explaining earlier, so when you have a city, you have the maintenance cost of all these buildings, right? So that you end up with a small amount of gold that goes over the maintenance cost of all this crap. And the more buildings, the more maintenance cost. And the units defending the city have maintenance costs that eat into this as well. So that's another 8... 10, that's 13 more in maintenance to these 4 troops. And this isn't even a good defense. This is a minimalist defense. So when you add it all up, this city is only producing like 10 gold a turn. And once it's been, you know, it's rough. But Prosperity, every penny that Prosperity gives you, you've already made your maintenance cost. The Prosperity is just giving you an extra 45 gold, and you can keep every penny of it. For a maintenance of 2? For a maintenance cost of 2, you're getting 40 plus. Yeah, there's a corruption mechanic that takes some of that away, but, you know, you get what I'm saying. So just by the nature of the way the maintenance costs and everything in the game are balanced, Prosperity has always been just a really, really potent spell. Okay, I'm going to hit... Oh, you've got a hero over there, do you? Alright, this one is going to be even more one-sided. Well. Oh shit, that's annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna put an auto fight. They've got this. No, I have to go to bed after this. But if I can knock this opponent entirely out of the game, I mean, my gosh, that'd be great. Oh, looks like illusions can walk through the defenses of this castle. I don't know about my mother, but my father definitely did not like it and did not watch it. That's all I know. I consider it a little weird that you can't fly over the, this particular defensive structure. It feels wrong to me not being able to fly over it. Alright. And another one down. I don't need to pay the maintenance on a hill fort. I'm gonna dump that. Alright, let's see. Next up, get this. Back on counter magic. It's alright. Up to you. And at the end of the day, you have to decide how the stuff's gonna work in your mod. Well, the AI can't do much against what I'm doing to it. I'm picking on the weakest AI player, and I've had plenty of time to set up to give him a very bad day. Which is what I'm in the process of doing. But yeah, ever since CeraVe did a ton of work to the AI in this game can be pretty difficult to deal with. One tomahawk to carelessness. No worries. Oh, never mind. Okay, we lose one to carelessness. No big deal. I have no idea. I really couldn't say. My mother probably would. My father, especially when he became older, his tastes became... Basically, it became impossible for me to predict what he would or wouldn't like anymore. He suffered some medical difficulties and became something of a different person from the person he once was. And I find his tastes to be largely unpredictable. So... Alright. Well, this one's going to be an interesting battle. You can't do much against flying opponents if you're not flying. Or shooting. Alright. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? I've got Black Prayer. Got him. Alright. Your own armies turn against you. Ah, the siren song. Sirens are ridiculous. Disenchanting your own enchantments, I see. Alright. Another win. Alright, this army's set to strike here. Yeah, if the enemy attacks me, I have to control my units. That's correct. Yeah, I set up basically enough forces to conquer an entire player's empire in one move. So it's going to be a long turn. I've been setting up for this turn since last stream. Pushing my troops northward, and then I decided to commit totally to this. Okay, whoa. You guys aren't getting away. Where do you think you're going? Earth to mud. Yeah. Oh shit, they have fun. I didn't account for that. Wait a sec. No, I got webbing for you. Nope. Okay. I'll catch that guy next turn. Alright. Webs for you. Not even worth casting a res on the lost unit there. They're cheap. They're expendable. Okay, he has 4 cities left. Unless there's one I didn't scout. Alright. I'll use the sirens on this. Oh, never mind. The sirens didn't have quite enough movement to get there. Nope, that's fine. I've still got the tomahawks. If I can wipe him out in this one move, all of his armies will disband and he won't get to counterattack me. Got it. Alright, you got this. Disjointed from the rest of the franchise, does it? I wouldn't know. I haven't actually watched Enterprise. Okay. Usually when I do a vote, I pick 3 games that I really want to play and just let people vote for which one of the 3. But this time, since I discovered ExoDOS, I was like, holy shit, okay, every DOS game ever. There's like 9,000 to pick from, and I just let people nominate whatever they wanted. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Had no idea what would come out on top. I suspected that Star Trek and Heroes of Might and Magic were going to be strong contenders, and then Heroes of Might and Magic got knocked out in the first turn. Like, it didn't even make it through the first round. And there were like 3 people who nominated it too. It was the most nominated. Let's see. Debuff. Okay, now I'll drop in. I'm actually going to throw one more buff this time. Okay. That should work. Healing to back it up. I'm sure that'll do. Oh, catch you later, Grabard. Doug Drexter. Yeah, I actually prefer when they do models to when they do 3D. Like actual physical objects. I always have. That was my biggest complaint about what they did to Red Dwarf. Oh, it's so stupid. Red Dwarf, with the VHS tapes I had, they had a beautiful model of the ship with all this stuff stuck to it, and you'd slowly figure out watching it over time. Like, you'd be able to identify more and more of the objects that they stuck on that model. But then, when they re-released the show in more recent times, they just replaced it with a CG model. They just chucked out the original thing and just made a CG spaceship. And then they inserted random CG scutters and other things into the show. Oh shit, you have magic immunity. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, you killed her! This guy's a menace. That magic immunity must come from a spell on you. I'm gonna hit you with the heaviest dispel that I can. And it didn't work. This army's about to get devastated. This might actually screw over my whole assault here. Missile immunity, illusion immunity, magic immunity, death immunity, armor piercing, first strike. If I could dispel your magic immunity, it would be over. Okay, we got him. Throwing apparently doesn't count as something missile immunity can protect you against then. Okay, how many cities does he have left? Just a few. Alright. How will you feed your armies without any cities? looks like you've stopped casting spells. Oh, no, you're still casting spells. I was gonna say, are you running low on mana crystals? Let's have a look. Oh, he is very low on resources. Alright, I'm gonna have to give up one of my 3 punches to take this last city out. Go on, throw around more spells. Keep casting. Oh, I'm gonna do something very cruel to him. We're gonna be striking his capital next. Let's suck away the last of his mana. What can you do about it? Not much. Not much. Doggone it, quit countering my spells. That's annoying. No, his magic immunity was not innate. It was a spell on him. I think. Who worked on the next generation as a makeup artist. Alright, they got pathfinding, so Earth and Mud won't work here. Much as I'd like it to. Alright, troops, go get them! I see what we got here. Gotta figure those warp engines have to be something radioactive or have some reason to keep them away from the cruise. Because they always do. Alright, it's time to storm the capital. I thought we'd have taken it. He still has enough MP to cast some spells, but well, we'll see how this goes. Don't have anything else to hit him with. Well, alright, let's hit him with this first, and we'll see what happens. Alright, you've got Airy the Illusionist. Okay, that's a problem. You've got Magic Immunity. That's a huge problem. You've also got Magic Immunity. Even you have Magic Immunity. Okay. That one's got Magic Immunity. That one does too. This one does not. This one does not. If not immune to magic, it's dead. There's a lot of stuff here. But I'm prepared for this to be an expensive fight, so that's okay. Oh, that's not what I was looking to remove. Alright, everything's now gone. Just the stuff that I can't get. Oh, did that one not have? Well, good way. Nope! That does help, but that's not what I was looking to do. I want to throw it out and get you. Because screw you. Still no good. It's hard to get rid of that spell. Oh, you're flying, are you? Not the fork. Well, this is gonna suck. Just throw another one. Please? Darn. Wow, you can make more than one of those? I thought it was limited to one per battle. Oh, that's it. That's the last of my power. Just didn't work out. Alright, get out of there, guys. Alright. Well, we did some damage. Still has a little bit of MP. If we don't take him out this turn, we can strike him with multiple units of tomahawks and stuff next turn. But I'd really like him to not even get a turn, so let's see what we can do. I'll go with endurance. Resistance is so high that almost nothing will affect us that calls for a resistance save. It's a little bit extra health. Do we want holy armor? Or do we want to start throwing lion hearts? Shadow Strike would be interesting. I'll go with Holy Armor, because it's cheap. And I'll have a little bit left over when I'm done. I think this army is going to be enough to take the capital. His magic immunity can only carry him so far. I think he's going to throw a bunch of Dispel at me. But if he's dispelling, he's not doing other things, so works for me. Alright, this guy's going to be a champion. make a second champion. Alright. This has got to be good enough, right? Alright, let's go. Dispel right off the bat. More dispel. More dispel. Alright. So let's see. Black prayer. Got it. Regular prayer. Darn. Alright. Looks like the Lionheart, the Shadow Strike, most of the stuff is still in play on him. If they dispel the Sanctify, is the unit no longer life? Does it suddenly become resible? Already lost our Holy Mother, but that's okay. As long as we win the fight, it doesn't really matter what we lose. Everything is expendable, unlike my usual games with my summons and my, where my summons and my heroes and stuff are almost irreplaceable. Here, everything is expendable. Everything. Am I unable to get around this corner? Really? Huh. Okay, one hero is down. 2 heroes down. That just leaves you. You're going to be difficult. Gotcha. It's going to take you a couple of rounds to cut your way out of that. And I'm going to add in... Well, I tried. But every time you counter a spell, your counter magic grows weaker. We did it. Oh. That's a fantastic item. That's a pretty cool item also. Ah! He has a city somewhere still that I didn't identify. I didn't scout well enough. Crud. I'd hoped to one-turn him, but alas! He still holds something somewhere. We'll find it. We will find it. That's really annoying. Alright, where do we... Okay, there's a place that needs guards. Well, I burned a lot of mana crystals that turn. And now I've got a whole lot of cities that need to be built up. We can worry about that next turn. Alright, does he have anything to counterattack me with? How would I get one of his books in my hand? Did I? I thought you had to take him out as the final thing or something. Because I didn't need the Phantom Warriors. The Phantom Warriors would have been ineffective in that fight. Oh, I could have summoned them to stab Aerie, though. That's right, at the end. That would have worked. When she teleported up. Wait, was she flying? I think she was flying, though. Warlords, Battle Cry. I haven't tried Battle Cry, but I did play the original Warlords when I was a high school student. Another kid in my programming class handed me an old floppy disk with the game on it, and I thought it was pretty cool. But I've never tried the other Warlords games. Alright. This will be our last move for today. Let's take a look at everything and see if we can figure out how close we are to winning the game. The fact that we've just taken so many cities is probably going to alarm all the other wizards. Probably every single wizard of the game is going to be thinking about breaking alliances with us and declaring war. We'll probe around and see. But having gotten the Holy Arms spell up on Tapo's Charm of Life, our soldiers are just absolutely ridiculous right now. And those are... Life has some serious buffs. Ah, okay. So we might have gotten a book from him. That would be good. His turn's taking suspiciously long as he's trying to figure out, can I even do anything? I don't know. If he could only have, what, 1, maybe 2 cities left, there's no way he can feed his armies now. So most of his stuff is going to disband. He had almost no gold or mana crystals, so his options are going to be pretty limited. Anyway, let's see if we manage to get a sorcery book from him. If we did, that would be incredible news. I could put focus magic on Holy Mothers that are going to see significant combat. Okay, that just looks like a USB drive stuck on the end. What the heck is this? Valiant class Deep Space Explorer. See, the other ships look nice. This doesn't even look like it's made by the same architects. It doesn't even look like it comes from the same civilization. I guess they intentionally wanted it to feel blocky and awkward because it would have been one of the early ships. Well, if they wanted to make it look ugly, they succeeded. Ugh. I'd rather skip the World War III, thanks. Zombie mastery. Still haven't met two of the wizards on the Mirren plane. They could still be significantly stronger than everyone else, but maybe not too. We should have at least met one of his shadow demons or something, since he's got death books. But we haven't. Oh, wow, more people casting zombie mastery. Oh, is it zombie apocalypse time? Is that how you're gonna counter me? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, shoot, is that a... Okay, wait, no, this is the new type of dragon. That apparently casts fireballs. That's not good. Alright, what can we do? Well... Shoot it in the eyeball. That didn't do much. Oh, we're inside a chaos aura. Yep, chaos node aura. I knew it. Felicity has 2 harpies. But maybe not for long. Well, you can try. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Yep. Past tense. Had. We're gonna have to wrestle with the dragon. Gets out of the webbing too quickly for anything else. Alright. We're gonna let the enchantresses do the attack. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh crap. Oh no! Still alive? Okay. Alright, what can we do about you? I webbed you. You can't possibly be flying. So, zombies. Oh, it's not working as well as I'd like. But it is kind of working. Boars! Ah, there we go. Got him. That was bad. That was rough. We didn't have a tomahawk in that city somehow. What the heck? The defenses in that city are just incorrect. What the heck? Where was that? Right here. Alright, hold on a second. I can fix this. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Alright, here. I'm just gonna grab you. I'm just gonna send you there. And however long it takes you to get there is how long it takes you to get there, okay? I don't know where your final city is, so... It's gonna take a little while for us to get our defenses in all these places. But I can let my guys rest a little. Okay. Ah, good. Another city that gets defenses. Your thing. Okay. Wait, which was the one that was all balloons? No, anyway. Alright, I'll putz around with the rest of the turns. Let's go ahead and take a look around. I'm at 71.9% domination rate. If I were to go for the Spell of Mastery, it would only be 66 turns. But who knows how long it would take to cast. I did not get any books out of that guy. Alright. My military just did this to his. And I only suffered a tiny dip. Alright, our power income just shot up a little. Spell power is still somehow third place. But population, well... Population is power. What do you guys think? There are two wizards that aren't visible. Do you think either of them could even be a threat? Do you think that the enemies can really do anything to stop us at this point? Once I get defenses in all these cities, we lost shockingly little during that war. Almost everything that I brought with me can immediately take off and go attack another wizard. We could immediately fly south and take out purple. Or we could take out this guy here. We've also got more and more troops forming. Like, we never stopped producing new units either. So that we've got armies just flying around all over the place here. I think this game is over. I think that we've completely stomped it. So I think I'm going to call it here, and next time we're going to start in on the next build idea I have. So eventually the turns did become too long. I'm not entirely satisfied with this one. It took way too long to set up. Like, once we got it going, holy crap, the birds are completely ridiculously unstoppable. With just some life buffs and all of these retorts on them. The retorts really do a lot. But I think the setup was way too slow. So what I think, let's go to the main menu. So what I'm thinking is, what I want to try to do, I'll put this game size down to something a little more reasonable, and we'll go back to continents. So here's my thinking, though. I think for the next game, what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and what I want is I want to get Roots of Genesis if I can. I want to get Enlightenment and Life Force. Now, that doesn't leave me with a lot of picks for retorts. But I think I need Sage Master at the very least. I really wish I could work Archmage into that. So, my thinking is to go halflings. Try to get a very large population. I'll have access to the city buffs at the beginning of the game, Heavenly Light, and that nature one that gives you research. That'll give me some early power, some early research. But you can see we're basically min-maxing for research here. Like, we're trying to push the research as heavy as we can. Unfortunately, with 5 or 6 spell books, it'll be really random what spells we get during the mid-game. And there's always the possibility I don't roll any of the spells I'm looking for. Though we can, you know, I'll probably be using a hero-based build. So, hunting lairs and nodes, hoping we find spells that way. Yeah, the overwhelming birds just seem like there was nothing they could do anymore. Once I got Charm of Life down, like, my losses basically stopped. I basically stopped losing units. Like, once we got that in play. Khan? Are you talking about Khan from the Wrath of Khan? I know of him. Because I feel like playing whoever I feel like playing like. Sometimes I fight this guy. And I get to listen to his music while I talk to him. That wasn't my fault. That was a random karma roll. Clearly, well, karma has nothing to do with famous. The personable stat is its own stat, and his is really, really high. Karma is just how good or bad he is. And apparently that bar's done some bad things. Anyway, as I was saying, I want to try to rush the good globals. the good high-end globals with this. Push the cities as much as I can, push the city populations. We won't have as many cities as the Birdmen had, not nearly that many, but we can probably squeeze more resources out of each city. Anyway, this is what I want to try with halflings. I might tweak the build a little bit between now and then. So I've got a few days to think about it. I sure would love Archmage. Oh, Guardian would be so useful also. But I really can't afford to pull more books out of this. Alright, anyway. I'm going to stop here for today. So, until next time, and every time, this is Hadriex, signing off. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. Tomorrow will be more Wizardry 7. Yep. Alright. Bye.